YouTube, the Answer back here again. Today I'm going to be doing a retrospective of the iPod mini in 2021, so let's dig in. iPod mini only lasted for 2 years. There were 2 generations. This first one was released back in 2003, and it has and this is the iPod mini. It has very first gen. I think this works. The first gen started working again, but unfortunately I did not charge it. But this is basically it. And the first generation comes in a 4 GB capacity along with 5 colors: pink, yellow, green, blue, which I have here, and silver, which I have here. And then of course we've got the second gen, which is this. And this one has a bit of a difference with the label on here being telling you how much storage it has, and this also introduces a new 6 GB capacity as well, and it eliminated the yellow color and was released a year later. Yeah, these iPod minis do stand up by themselves, which is very cool. These iPods were meant for just the before the iPod mini was released, basically all you had was the iPod Classic. And the iPod Classic was good, but Apple wanted to make something that was more meant for consumers, so they decided to go with the iPod mini. It used a mini hard drive. But now let's dig into the actual hardware. So right here I've got the actual iPod itself. I can make this iPod have a brighter backlight, just by pressing this backlight button here. But that does not show up on camera too well, so I just use this. These iPod minis in the first generation one as well. These both do a lot more things than you might think. They can play music, play podcasts, audiobooks. You can even put in your clock in here, alarms and time and such, contacts, which can sync through your computer, but that is no longer supported. You can even schedule events via the calendar. You can add notes from your computer, which is also no longer supported, and you can even play some games. So here, if I go into games, this is one example of one of my favorites, Brick. There's a solitaire on here too. There's a solitaire on here, but it's not very user friendly. But this device was built to do a lot more than just music, which I find very cool. And I didn't even know if they could do all this stuff until I got my iPod Nano 3rd gen. I still thought that was just for nanos. I didn't know that the minis did this until I got one. Now, are there any other cool features of the iPod mini? Well, not really. They have this plastic design with plastic on the edges and a silver front here. And they also have but this actually introduced the full click wheel, by the way, which was, of course, basically just the click. But before, I think the iPods actually use a scroll wheel. But these iPod minis actually have these iPod minis actually do not have a color display. And this iPod actually has the exact same UI as the first generation iPod. Whoa, that's cool, right? This really didn't change, and this UI is obviously pretty much the same for all click wheel iPods and all iPods before the now 5th generation. 6th generation will change everything, well, except for the touches, but now here's something you might find really interesting about this iPod. So right here you can actually lock it, which is really cool, because right now I can just do whatever I want on this iPod. But if I lock it like this basically means that it will not do anything, which I guess is all the old iPods had this, but I don't really see much point to this. But right here you get the headphone jack, and this port, which I'll tell you about, as well as the 30-pin connector. But this jack is actually a remote connector, which you can use to connect like remotes and such through this port right here to control your media. Like, for example, if you got your iPod in your pocket or something and you want to control your media without reaching for the buttons, that's how you do it. But the iPod mini also had lots and lots of accessories with it too. For example, they had a dock that you could buy for it, and they even had this clip which you can put on. It goes on better on the first gen for some reason. There on the, but you can just slide it in here. And you can clip it onto like a belt or whatever you want to. This is a legit Apple accessory too that came with this. So, and these iPod minis were popular though. You could buy, like, stores were having nearly impossible time keeping these on the shelves. Now you might be asking a big question. Whatever happened to these? Well, in 2005, Apple decided to replace the iPod mini with the iPod Nano. For some weird reason, instead of making it a third-gen Nano mini. So, but yeah, this is just a huge step this is a big step into the music industry, and now it's time for the final question. Should you purchase this iPod in 2021, even for a cheap music player? Super no. You can literally do everything the iPod mini does on your phone now. But if you're an Apple collector, you can get these for super cheap on eBay, and I would highly recommend doing so. But if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please comment them down below, for I will be doing a 200 subscriber Q&A special. I will also be doing, please subscribe so that way I can get more closer to that 200 subscriber mark. And I just did a big update to my website, which I'll link below in the description, so that way you can see my new updated website. And of course my social media and such will be linked down below too. But now, as always, peace out.